Hey guys, Kuzomari here, back with a new live stream. Wait for some people to come in. You can see there's about 3 people in roughly. So I'll start drawing a little bit. Definitely want to start doing these live streams a little bit more frequently. Fun stuff. Laid back, chill. That's why we got this second channel. 21 people. What's up, everyone? Yo, what's up? Last time we got up to like, I don't know, like 100 and something by the end of it. We'll see what happens this time. I did give only like a few hours notice on my Instagram, but I want to, as I get into this, I want to slowly start like making a plan on when I'm going to stream, and then letting you guys know like a day ahead or something. But I would just make it a specific day, but the thing is sometimes my days are a little hectic. I'm very not a very structured person. Let's see what's going on in chat here. Kuzo. Hey, what's up? People are still rolling in. We're at 50 people now. Holy smokes. What should I do with the... And by the way, I am working on my manga again, and I'm thinking about how I'm gonna incorporate it into my channel. So you guys have like the practice stuff, the anatomy sketchbook practice pages that I do over on my main channel, along with I'll do like a subject-based video as well on that channel. And those are kind of like my main things there, but I was definitely thinking about doing a few manga real-time videos over there. Of course, I would also do them on stream here too, every once in a while, and have that be part of the stream schedule, which would be really fun because I decided if I'm going to be drawing manga pages, those ones might be a little bit more quiet because and when I stream it, I pretty much wouldn't care if I'm taking some time to think about something because you guys can just see the progress or in the process in general, because sometimes I'm worried about like taking too long on a stream and boring the audience. But in those cases, those videos are for those people who actually want to watch them, so I would just let it go how it goes. Kind of throw away the fear aspect of it, because I mean, like, come on, fear is what stops us doing so many things. But by the way, guys, a lot of people here, I might mention this later on if the count goes up more. Remember to go to my Twitch, because I am going to like subscribe to my Twitch, because I am going to try to do a stream on there maybe the next time I stream. Because I don't know if a lot of you remember the last time we were streaming. I bet those of you who were here last time, I bet you anything you guys can probably see the difference in quality from the last stream to this stream. And the reason for that is I was using my new phone for the last stream, and you would think, oh, new phone should do better camera. My other phone's 2.5 years old. Nope. Software is a real thing, people. And it turns out my new phone right now, something's happening between my phone I have and YouTube, where the streams aren't optimized for my phone for God knows why. So right now, my 3-year-old phone, 2.5-year-old phone, looks better streaming than my brand new phone. So gotta love that. Gotta love that. But Twitch is optimized for my phone, and I tested it, and it looks crisp as a thing that's crisp. I was gonna say something else, but it looks very crisp. So I kind of want to give that a shot because I really like the video quality of it. Because the camera's like 4 times better than this one, and the internet quality is way better. So I'd be able to sustain. There's gonna be like hiccups in this because the Wi-Fi on this phone just isn't up to the same quality as my other one. So my other one can sustain a stream better than this phone can. So there might be some like lags and times where the quality dips a little bit. So anyways, that was my rant on streaming stuff because I want to have them in a really nice quality. But when I stream on YouTube, I'm gonna have to use this phone until they fix this problem. But hey, let me know if for those of you who were here last time, can you actually tell a difference? What sketch are you using? What sketchbook are you using? Sorry to say, but this sketchbook is like a super old sketchbook that was given to me by an old man at a grocery store that I know. And this is the sketchbook, and apparently it's like 20 years old or something. So I don't even know if they still sell sketchbooks, but yeah, this was given to me. It's a pretty fun sketchbook. I like it. I also like this position I'm doing right now. Should have drawn Owen in this position. We got 58 people live right now. Cool. What else do I want to do here? And the other thing on the other side is what we just actually did for the video. I don't know, most of you guys here probably have already seen my new video on my main channel. But yeah, I actually said something in that video that I realized now when I was looking back at it. I said it was in like the 2010s, the manga I was talking about. But that's when it kind of like made its jump to America. It actually started way before that, like almost 10 years before that. But everything back then took forever to get to America unless it was like big time shonen titles. So, but yeah, so I don't want anyone. Some people might be like, Kuzo, it didn't come here in 2010. That's just when I first read it, and that's when I first known about it. So I don't know exactly when it came to the U.S. That's just when it started picking up some steam here. I think its original time was all the way back in like the 1990s, the manga. So I almost don't know if I want to talk about it on here because then I'll spoil it for the people who go over there. But I bet there's like 68 people here. You guys are the people who probably already watched my video. So even if you didn't, spoiler alert, it doesn't really matter. It's Hard and I'll go. And by the way, I kind of messed up a little bit on like I was telling you guys what level of Go player I am on that app against the computer. And actually, I got my phone here. And since it's my new phone, this is what I've been playing on. I can actually show you guys. So this is the app. And right now I'm playing, it goes from, 18Q, it starts at 25Q, the rankings, not on this phone, but the rankings do. And they go up to like 9 Dan. And right now I'm at 6Q. And this is extremely hard, like very hard, but I've beat it a few times. And these are my stats right now. And I've beat Oh no, I was practicing on 6Q. Right now oh no, I was practicing on level 4, which is 6Q. So I beat level 3 53 times, as you can see, and I was having such a hard time with I was having such a hard time with level 3, and then I just kept on practicing. I got way better at it, and then obviously I beat it like 57 times, and then I moved on to 6, and I've been learning from there. And I related it to drawing because, like I said in the video, it literally felt impossible to me the day before, and I just kept on doing my research, and I eventually learned it. And you could just keep on going and going and going. I didn't want to give this guy a t-shirt. This was supposed to be a design. I wanted to like play around with some design. I just kind of went with the flow because wasn't paying attention to what I was talking about. But yeah, and I've only been replaying it now for like a couple weeks, so I'm gonna get back on it. Helps my mind be fresh. Don't get frustrated if you're not good at it. I know someone who's watching the anime with me, and they weren't doing very good at it, and they kind of gave up on it. This is because I really like the game. Alright, so I kind of want to do like a design. What do I want to do with this guy? Let me look at the comments right now. I'm gonna When's that? Just looking through the comment section here. Oh, that was the old one. Oh, maybe I should go down a little bit more. Is copying manga art a good way to learn to draw? And later on, I'll find my own style. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good way to learn. I mean, you gotta break down the things that you like. There's people who know how to copy a face like perfectly, but then later on, literally have no idea what they're doing. Like they will be like, I don't remember how I did this. I just copy what's over there, and they don't learn from what they're doing. They just kind of do it, you know. And those are the people that do those like realistic portraits. And for example, there's people who literally do portraits and that's all they do in their life, but they don't do them without not looking at something or having a muse or you know, just having something that they're looking at for it. Kind of like people who do landscapes and stuff. A lot of some of them never even do stuff on their own. But I mean, to each their own. Like I don't judge them. They can do what they want. But if you're talking about being a manga artist, you're gonna have to learn how to draw stuff without reference. Of course, there's gonna be things you're gonna need reference for, but what do I want to do with this? I don't know. Start going for some sort of shape here. Hair. Do I want it to go back? Do I want it to be in a ponytail? I've been in ponytails lately. Then maybe have like a massive okay here right in the front, right? And then just playing around with shape here. And then have the hair, maybe the bun really high up on the head. Have it. And then maybe have it, let's have it spiking out on the back, kind of like how this one was. Roughly the same. Let's kind of darken in this back part here so that way you kind of see what's going on. And now I gotta fix this part because it's not going the right direction. Man, I'm so glad I got my glasses, guys. Like, I can see so much better. Uh, all right, so we'll look at the comment section here in a second. I say that, and this is the point where everyone starts flooding it, isn't it? Working on making a manga. I got a super chat here. I forgot I turned on super chats. By the way, if you made a super chat and I miss it, I don't have my phone set up to be able to see the super chats on the site. Maybe this is what shows me super chats. No, I don't know. I see one right now, but right now I'm only using the comments that are showing up on my phone. Um, hey Kuzo, I'm a big fan. You inspire me to get better in art. Now I feel committed to doing it. That's awesome. From a mere mortal. Thank you very much for the super chat, and I'm glad I could help inspire you. Glad. That's one of the whole reasons why I do this. Um, this whole thing is to try to inspire people as much as I was inspired by the people that inspired me. Try to give them the feeling that I was given to make me strive to become better. What the heck is this? Why is this even here? That's not. Let's go down some more. Life is soup, I'm a fork. He's alive. All right, let's get back to any questions here? I guess. What's your favorite manga? I think an hour. I don't know. Okay, favorite manga of all time is Naruto, because that's what gave me like the inspiration to even want to become a manga artist. And favorite manga in that moment, it always changes. So right now I'm really enjoying Hikaru no Go because I'm actually rereading it. So that's why I enjoy that one so much right now. Other than that, I still need to watch. I think it's Jujutsu Kaisen. We were talking about last time, and it looks freaking awesome. Like I remember seeing it before it even got an anime, like when it launched, and I wanted to give it a shot. But then the anime came out. Like I took so long to get around to it. The anime came out, and I was like, oh wow, this looks really dope. So probably gonna give that a shot here soon. The anime. I haven't been reading all that much manga recently. I haven't had a whole lot of time. Been trying to focus on my health a lot. But we're getting back to it, guys. We're going to be getting back to it. That's why I'm looking forward to these streams and not gonna put too much stress on stuff. The inconsistency which many of you may know, the inconsistency on my main channel has come from my health problems as of this year. This year has been something I can't describe. So, but this is, you know, it's part of life, and you got to push on. Life doesn't stop for you. Does not stop for you at all. It's kind of cool. Actually, there's some old ones that I need to take pictures of. I don't like showing all this right now because I like taking pictures for my Patreons, so they get all these pages and stuff. I have not taken all the pictures for this specific one. Oh, that's the first page. I wanted to show you guys the character that I was going to do. Like, for example, this was the illustration. I think we did some of this live, or was this one that I threw away? I can't remember. No, this I threw away. I didn't like the video the way it came out. But I made this into an illustration. This was a character that I was thinking about finishing as well digitally. I was also thinking about finishing this guy, but I mean, and perspective practice, gotta do it, gotta do it. Ugh. And regular practice, gotta do it, gotta do it. And if some people see me drawing fast at some points, and you feel like you need to replicate that, that's not always the case. If you don't know, there's reasons to practice drawing fast, and there's reasons to practice drawing slow. If you can draw accurately slow, and you slowly start speeding it up and trying to do less lines, then that's when you end up learning how to draw very accurately fast. But if you don't even know how to draw accurately slow, you need to start off drawing accurately slow. So that's something to keep in mind. I used to want to try to draw fast or something, but it instead of me like doing something like this with the head, being like, well, what's funny is, see, I already know some of the lines here. So it went a lot smoother because I've already done these practices. But if you didn't know that, the only reason why I can do that is because I've spent the time doing this, learning the shape, and that goes for everything. Hands, arms, torso. And notice it's going fast, but it's because I've simplified it to the most simple lines. And I talked about this in the last stream, actually, but this concept kind of goes for everything. You want to start off slow, and if you can accurately do it slow, you do it over and over and over again, and slowly start speeding it up, and then eventually you'll be like one of those manga artists that you know, doing it heck good. What else should I draw here? Let's see. I was thinking about, no, I don't know. I probably shouldn't do that here. I was thinking about starting one of my manga pages on stream, but I don't know about that. I don't know. All right. I'm just gonna start sketching something. Maybe, I don't know. I'll start sketching one of the panels I just looked at. For my storyboard. And I mean, this is just, I'm not going to use it for it. I'm just going to sketch it out just that way, you know. It's a little fresh in my mind. By the way, the panel is this one. It's just fun. So this is the whole storyboard, which, by the way, it's probably hard to find on my Patreon, but I posted this whole storyboard on there. Actually, I posted the unrevised version, the version before this one, where I had to fix like a whole scene around in it, and yeah, I posted that one on my Patreon. Actually, I'm gonna have this up here because I don't want to keep looking down on the floor. Let's see what's going on in chat. We've been on for 25 minutes here. Make sure there's no super chats that I'm missing. Try not to. All right, now I'm going to go down to the bottom here. Video on clothes design. I do not draw furries. I have in the past. Well, yeah, yeah, I mean, I draw free comics. I mean, it's gonna be free when I finish the chapter. I'm gonna put it out on like Webtoons or something, you know. It's gonna be free once I'm finished with it, but till then, like all the other stuff is gonna be on my Patreon. But right when I was getting into it is when I got really sick, so that's been a very slow start, and that's why it's been such a battle for me. But I've been doing better, and we're gonna get back on this boy. Because I even read over my storyboard today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm also a little bit better. I'm not completely, but I'm a little bit better than when I did my storyboard. A little bit better at drawing. I was faster in some ways, but I haven't done any storyboards in a bit, so I'm definitely gonna feel that pressure, but I'm gonna try not to put too much pressure. Every once in a while, I feel like doing like a little short series, but I don't want to spread myself thin. I realize I need to focus on only a few things at a time, you know, because a lot of the time, and this is actually very important. A lot of the time, us ambitious people will be like, I'm gonna make a manga, and then it's gonna be the best manga ever. Yeah, manga. And what happens is you start doing it, and you eventually get discouraged, and you never finish that manga. And the truth is, especially if it's your first manga, it's not gonna be the best manga in the world. So guess what? Just have fun. Do it. Fail faster. You're gonna fail, and yeah. Like even this manga I'm doing, you know, I'm worried about it. I don't think it's perfect, but then again, most creators don't think their work's perfect. But there is a difference between it actually being bad and, you know, what the creator thinks, because some stuff is just bad. And truth is, maybe mine could actually be just bad. Maybe my judgment is correct, or maybe I'm just blinded by seeing my own flaws. And one thing I learned from Arms of the Dragon and Ordinal Tempest that I worked on was that even if your intended reason doesn't come across sometimes, there's like these other layers that end up happening. And there's some things that we did that people are like, oh, you did this here because of this. And we were like, actually, we had no idea that was supposed to be the case. And it turned out to be real. And when I say we, I mean the writers and me, Marcus and John. Because I did not write Arms of the Dragon, they did. I was only the artist for it. That was some of my earlier work. And then there's even earlier work than that I don't talk about. I'll talk about my stuff before that, but I don't talk about my early work for very specific reasons. There we go. We got the Owen. This is actually way wider than the panel. Oh crap, I'm off. Dang it. This is way wider than the panel. I just kept on going with it for fun. Kind of looks like Sasuke, but Owen does not look like Sasuke. This is Owen. Let's do Owen from the front. Mm-mm-mm. You know, sometimes my smiles are hit and miss. I actually need to practice smiles. Sometimes I'll draw them differently, and I need to kind of get that consistent smile I do. By the way, I hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's doing good. So, Owen does kind of have like a back hair look to him, so so he does kind of have like this thing going on in the back, kind of like that Sasuke thing, but it's not, because everyone thinks if it looks like one thing, one little piece on it, they think it looks like every other person with that hair, and that's just how it is. There'll be a 37-year-old man with blonde hair, and they're like, Naruto? From the first season, right? Yes. Yes, that guy with the beard. Anyways, I actually just think it's funny. It's like memeable, basically. I think it's a little shorter than that in front, but basically he ends up having these bangs that go off to the side like this, and he has two ahoges right here, and then he has one huge ahoge in the front. Many of you have probably already seen Owen, so and yeah, I'll leave that to the questions for if anyone asks me about the hair in the future, why I created it like this. Also, I've had people ask me why my name is Kuzomari, and the answer is actually very simple. It was the first character I ever created, and he looked so bad, and I gave up because I changed him so many times that I decided to embody my first creation as a pen name instead of try to recreate him again. So, all right, so this is pretty much Owen. Who knows? If people really like my manga and stuff and it actually starts doing something, maybe I'll do like a on stream thing where I draw character in like marker and then auction it off. Not auction, give it away, basically. Do a giveaway. Sign it. That'd be fun. We'll look at the comments here in just a second. How's life? Life's been all right. If you're talking about me, it's been all right. It's getting better. It's been rough, but you know, whose life isn't rough? Yeah, I bet a lot of people are saying, someone said, who are all watching this stream and drawing on the side with him? I'd say probably quite a bit of people. Love your channel and your artwork. Thank you very much. So I need. Someone says, I need help learning to draw. Is boring. Is boring. What did you do to make it more fun? Literally nothing. I I just went straight for it and was like, this is so boring. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I did. Because I mean, trying to get you have to try to enjoy it though. It sounds weird, but if you really do want the end result and it is super boring, sometimes you gotta lie to yourself. And because I mean, no one likes the boring stuff. Like no one sits, most people when they're drawing manga don't want to have to work on the background. They might want to draw the face instead. You have to draw the background. And I learned how to lie to myself into actually liking drawing backgrounds. And then it didn't become a lie anymore. I found aspects of it that I enjoyed. And it kind of became therapeutic. Kind of like, okay, so one of the things with realism that happened with me, and the reason why I started really getting into realism, other than wanting to get better, and I was tired of sucking so much. Uh, well, I was tired of doing so much practicing, but not getting where I wanted to be, and I noticed those flaws, which were fundamentals, and I wanted to study somewhat realism mixed with fundamentals, because realism is literally the base of what these are. These are caricatures of realism. They're exaggerated versions of realism. So realism is the stem of it. It doesn't mean you have to learn how to draw like Picasso painting, but like core fundamentals such as skulls, very helpful. Um, but I didn't like doing realism at first, but as I started doing it, I found aspects of it that I liked it. And then when I was doing like real life copies, I would do stuff of just basically things in front of me and try to draw them, because I would draw it in a kind of a wide array, and I would see the perspective and I would learn how to draw it in perspective. And it became very therapeutic, because then once I started copying from stuff in real life, and you do it enough, all of a sudden, while you're walking around, while you're at work, while you're at school, you end up looking at everything in that same way, and you start breaking it down, being like, okay, what perspective is that? And I would probably draw it like this on the paper, this and that. And that happened to me, and I was pretty much thinking like that with everything. And it's almost like you're studying without drawing at some point. And it's almost like a mindset you get in. Mindsets are very important, because if you're sitting there telling yourself it's boring all day, it will be boring. It will definitely be boring. The power of what we think to ourselves is very important. If you sit there and say, I hate this, you will most likely hate it. Kind of like even with a relationship, you eventually, if you break up with someone, you're very sad. And if you always just tell yourself you're sad, I'm never going to get over this, I'm sad, and you keep on telling yourself that, you might fall into a depression you may not be able to get out of. There's a point where you have to tell yourself, I'm going to be strong, this is going to be okay. And it's kind of like that. You have to tell yourself, I can do this. Yeah, it's a little piece of advice, but and everyone's different. That's just my experience. So if you have a different way of doing it, kudos, like you do you. So lie to yourself is a little bit, sounds a little bit wrong, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like going to work. You have to go to work. The reason why you have to go to work is to get money. The reason why you need money to pay them bills. So the end goal is what matters. You just don't want to go insane. So you just have to find some aspects that you like. And not be so close-minded. Not think everything sucks about it. Because I do know what you're talking about. Even perspective practice was super hard for me at first. But once again, it became very therapeutic while I did it. Oh, I don't know why I put a normal shirt on him. I've been doing that very frequently. Just trying to draw Owen from a different angle. Actually, I'm going to curve it right here. See, this is actually wrong the way I'm doing this. I need to get a good... Cool stuff. How long have we been going? 41 minutes. 41 minutes. I think I got another super chat. I just don't know where it is. There's 99-cent one. You didn't say anything, but CJ Super Arts. Thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I can find the other one, because it looks like it went up. I think. Oh, yeah, I found the other one. Wait, no, that's the same. Wait, pose. Oh, hi Kuzo, you've helped me. This is from Doplex323, and it says, "Hi Kuzo, you've helped me and inspired me, but if you don't, oh, come on, it disappeared on my thing. Okay, if you don't mind me asking for some tips on making poses that are still atomically correct." Asking for tips on making poses that are still atomically correct. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that question. It sounds like you're just kind of saying like some tips on doing poses. You said atomically correct, but I would assume if you're doing a pose, it should be atomically correct. The first step is learning anatomy, at least as good as you can, and that's the whole thing on its own. But you kind of want to, yeah, you have to learn anatomy, and you have to learn basic perspective, at least basic perspective. You can do poses without perspective. I understand that, but there's a certain level you will hit a block, and you'll hit a blockage at some point. But you want to start off with simple things, and the reason why I say you want to learn fundamentals is because, you know, this seems very kind of puts you in a box. It makes this feels very, so if I have this box in perspective and you're able to fit a torso in here, and you're able to map this torso to this box, you can then move that box in this perspective and then map the torso, lands here, to this perspective. So that's why I always stress learning shapes in perspective. So you can learn how to map these things. This takes time, and I said it feels like it puts you in a box, because when you learn perspective, you will notice once you start doing shapes in perspective, you'll notice once you go back to organic materials, it feels super just rigid, and it feels like you lost something. And the way you kind of fix that is just letting go of perspective for a second, and then just being loose and doing like gesture drawings, and just doing something like just gesture it out. It doesn't matter if it looks good after you've done a bunch of perspective and shapes in perspective in order to learn that concept and learn the body in that form. You just do some gesturing, and you really loosen yourself up. It looks weird, but it's okay. The point is you started learning these rules, and it really hurts you in this organicness, and then this takes you out of that, and it allows you to get fluid again, makes you feel not so boxed in. And then if you start feeling boxed in, kind of do this again, and it's just the routine. Also, there are some basics to like poses and stuff. So like your normal standing pose, there's this basic here where I see the basic line like that. That's my basic kind of gesture line, I would say, for someone just standing there. And then I would draw in. Let's draw in this really simple head here, neck, shoulders, torso. And the reason why this is because every human slightly puts their hips forward and their legs slightly go back. And that's a whole balance thing on its own. So this is from the side, okay? So let's just do a head real quick. This isn't meant to look good, but, and then we have the middle part here. Then we have our hips. Then we have the person standing. The whole reason why the hips go forward is because of balance. There's a balance here. This lines up with that because our body is shifting its weight for you to be able to stand properly. If you stand really straight, you'll notice it's not very comfortable. But yeah, this is some of those little things that you end up learning about stagnant positions. Now, when you get into positions that are like kneeling, that gets into a lot of different shapes. You'll notice that you need to learn how to draw. Like you need to learn how to draw the leg in perspective, and then you'll need to learn how to draw this part of the leg. I don't know exactly. I didn't think far enough on how far down he was leaning or kneeling or anything, so I have to learn how to draw the foot there. But what would help you is learning how to draw these shapes individually in perspective. So this is the leg, and you can shift it in any perspective. So taking things one at a time is very important. If you don't know how to draw this in several different perspectives, you probably won't be able to draw this. So that's kind of like the first step. We've been at 48 minutes here. Hopefully that answered some of your question. Oh, my buttocks. It's getting numb. Oh wow, this proportioning. I don't like that. And that's some perspective lines for you there on the body. And that's an actual thing. Some people think this would all be like straight. It's not. It's definitely not. But that's something I'll be going over in one of my Patreon tutorials soon here, because one of my Patreon tutorials is going to be how to draw bodies in perspective, kind of how to put them in perspective, stuff like that. So I've done some similar things like that on there before, but I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in it with it. There's not enough room on this page anymore, so what else should I draw? We're almost at an hour here, so some of these comments. Hello, everybody. Seeing your guys' comments. I can't read all of them. If I did, we wouldn't be drawing, so thank you, everyone, for commenting. Kuzo be spitting facts right now. Look at the chat, Kuzo. I saw it. Kuzo, yo, Kuzo, can I please get a shout out? I'm one of your biggest fans. What's up? Jazz Grill. Jazz Grill. Mm. Dominic Days. Holy wait, I actually made it to a stream, a live stream. Cool, cool, cool. I'm glad you did. Glad you did. But can your main character be Goku? Didn't you know? My main character's an alien from another planet that shoots beams out of his hands 18 volumes later. No, I'm kidding. I think he does it like halfway through Dragon Ball. I never watched Dragon Ball, but oh, this is gonna be horrible. You know what? Let's. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, I haven't done a fan art in like a while, but that's a good thing for me. I needed to take a step back from that. I already talked about that in my last stream. That was horrible, but I left it up anyways. Since there's so many people here, remember, well, some of you guys may have been watching it from earlier, so maybe you guys have already heard it, but just in case you didn't hear it, go also follow me on my Twitch, because I think my next stream will be on my Twitch. So I'm going to be doing it with my new phone, and the quality should be even better. I guarantee some of this has dropped in quality, and hopefully it hasn't been too bad, because I remember streaming with this phone a while ago. Every once in a while it does that. My new phone sucks on YouTube, so for whatever reason. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where's my other phone? I need to look up Goku real quick. Do not judge me. Kid Goku. I don't want to butcher this hair. Okay, we got him. We got him, guys. We got him. Didn't you know? His name's Owen Goto. Guys, goodness gracious. My my manga is about super alien boy with black hair that turns yellow. Man, that used to be me. My first concepts for stories were horrible. Man, this looks bad. I need it. Okay, don't judge me. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. All right, guys. Like the ratio on this is all off. Let's see if I can fix it. You know, whatever. I can settle for that, cheek. I can settle for that. Let's settle for that. Oh, I also need to pull this up a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Go down this way. Draw. And this might be too high. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I almost went like this because of Procreate. Gosh. Or just not even, just apps on the iPad in general. Oh gosh. For those of you who don't know, that's how you undo when you're on Procreate or drawing apps on the iPad. You double tap to undo. And yes, by the way, maybe I'll do a new iPad review and tell people my impressions on it, because ever since I got my new iPad, or my iPad, I still have the same iPad from my second iPad review, and it's been a while since then, and a lot of new artists might be coming into the scene wondering what they should buy. Of course, they can just literally like YouTube search it, but maybe I could just, and someone would probably tell them the same thing, but maybe I can give you guys my opinion on it, which a lot of you probably already know already, but it's been a while and a lot has changed. Because there's a lot of budget-friendly ones around right now. While we are all the way at... Oh, it's not... That neck is super... Let's... I could have put that mouth up higher, would have made the ratio a little better. We're not going to. Ah, fudge it. Let's do it. YouTube. I said fudge. 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 YouTube. Mm-hmm. This smile looks weird. Whatever, man. We're gonna do it, all right? I don't care. That's the smile. We're going with it. We're going with it, all right? I'm not fixing it. I'm not fixing it. I'm gonna do a little rough sketch of size. Maybe he's like doing like... This is like a little bit, seems a little bit older than Kid Goku. Or maybe I could just like stubby his arms. And like, with the torso actually even smaller. Do that. Yeah, okay, okay. That's looking a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're probably only going to go a little over an hour. So, I'm glad I finally got around doing another stream. This is always really fun. I'm going to look in the comment section here in just a second. Yeah. Oh, leg stretching time. There's 145 people in here. You guys are awesome. So many people. So many emojis from Saki-e. Huh. How long have you been drawing characters? A long time. I mean, I didn't start drawing backgrounds until I was older, so characters were pretty much all I drew. Yo, Kuzo. Can I please get a shout? Oh, wait. I already did that. These are old ones. Hold on. Let me go back down to the bottom. What is your Twitch? By the way, for everyone, Twitch is in the description of this video. Do I have tips on foreshortening? The most I'll be able to do for you right now is foreshortening is... Actually, this is pretty much exactly what foreshortening is, this one. I mean, first of all, you need to know the shape of the arm pieces. In order to be able to then shift any of them into a perspective. And then like this one, you would just learn how to shift it into that perspective. And then this one would go behind that one. That's foreshortening. Then there's the idea that things get bigger as they come closer to you. In this case, you're not going to see much of that because it's, unless the camera was much closer, you don't see a huge change in size. A lot of people have a tendency to try to make it big when it's not close enough to the camera. So this is far enough away from the camera, the way I'm drawing it, that you don't have to make the hand huge. But if it were something like we were actually to put context into it, like a screen, let's say this is a screen, this is a hand, the arm, shoulder, body, neck, chest, Yes, this would be, the hand is getting bigger because there's context involved, and it's very weird to think of it like that, but it's true. If you take a camera and you're looking at your friend or whatever, and you're far away, you'll notice you don't really see the hand being that much bigger. Then watch what happens if you get really close, and you get really close to the hand, and you could literally take a picture from far away and then take a picture really close, and you'll see the huge difference. Um, that's the biggest way I could say to really make your mind be like, oh wow, this really is a thing. It would be the best thing to kind of do. I'm not saying to actually draw that person's arm. You can if you want, but it really does solidify the concept of what I'm talking about in kind of a real time thing. What else should I do here? What else should I do? I need a. The phone keeps on vibrating. Right there. Da, 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 da. All right. I do know. I'm gonna do a quick little study over here. So I have this like perfume commercial or advertisement I see on my tablet off to the right. It's some chick and a dude, but I'm just gonna try to do a quick thing of just shape wise. See, this is how I start with just trying to, once you learn how to do like general shapes and perspective and understand perspective a little bit, I start doing studies of either photographs or other poses and try to get the general direction. Direction's important because when I'm looking at this chick as she's sitting down, I'm trying to get the direction of this arm isn't going up like that. You guys can't see what I'm talking about, but I notice her shoulders going like that. Then her whole body is shifting this way. And I actually have a tutorial on my Patreon. I know I keep on saying that, but a lot of these things are on my Patreon, and there's a tutorial on how I study drawings on there. It's a few months old, and I'm just trying to get this shape here. What's going on with their leg? Can't tell what's going on. See, like advertisements like this are kind of annoying to try to copy from, only because they have all this artificial Photoshop lighting. Okay, now see, what I just noticed is when you're doing this, it's direction and things related to that thing that you're drawing and the distance from those two things. So what I noticed when I was drawing the shoulder was I noticed that this breast was actually further away from the top of the shoulder than I originally thought. This arm's going down here, so, and then I see that this comes up here, and this does this. I'm trying to get this general, which, by the way, her arm is doing that weird sag thing. No judging. And so there we go. Direction. This is definitely doing this. She's in a bathing suit. And this. You know what I just realized? I just got a cologne advertisement. I was talking about clothes earlier. Jeez, Google. Stop listening to me, you freaking weirdos. Goodness gracious. I know this has happened to other people where you'll say something and you get an advertisement for it, like, but it just dawned on me on stream that this happened earlier. Wow. Google, always listening to you. And I believe this is the crotch crease. It's a very general kind of copy or study. General directions. And boom. And I could do it again if I wanted to get more accurate. But this is a very general thing. I'm not putting in any facial features, anything like that. I'm just trying to make sure that this is going down this way and not going up this way. This is going down this way, but it's far enough away from this based on the photo, and kind of do that thing. And once you master this, you basically, yeah, you start copying and breaking down things. What else is going on here? Super, hi Kuzo. Gil, you won. Kuzo, don't see your Twitch in the description. Maybe I took it out? I don't know. It will be in the description. I'll make sure it is. I thought it was. That's weird. I'll make sure it's in the description for sure after this. If not, you guys can always check out the descriptions of my main channel. Like those definitely have my Twitch in it. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on here. 141 people. Cool. Super hello. Do you have any tips on drawing weapons like a sword, Kuzo? It would be best to kind of learn like shape design stuff and look like all these other weapons. Like weapons are broken down into like patterns, shape design, and big, medium, and small. That's pretty much all I gotta say for that, because when I say shape design, like shape design. Now you have patterns, and I said big, medium, small because big, medium, small, I think I mentioned that in my other one, it creates either a complete like kind of like pyramid shape, which you see a lot in a lot of places, or you can do big, small, medium, or you could do opposite of that, and it gives it this balance. Basically, you're looking for a balance. And so now what I would maybe do for this is, think of something like really big and hulking for like the handle. But typically I would go the other way around, where I would do something big and hulky for, so let's say this is the medium. No, this is the small actually right here. And so now this is shape design, what I'm doing here. And you just need to look at other shapes from swords and stuff. It could be sharp, it could be soft. And then let's see if I can redesign this bottom part for a medium. There. We got big, small. This would be considered small. Medium, big. So that's pretty much my breakdown of weapons and stuff, and this concept can be used in actual like clothing too. Yeah, I think we're gonna be closing it up here soon. Let me see. How do I draw teeth, nose, mouth? Nose is literally broken down into either this, or My Hero Academia, that, or this in My Hero Academia, that. You got eyes over here. Mouth, a little bit more complicated, closed. You can literally just do that if you want. You can do this from the side. I mean, it's something to go more in depth about it, but these are going to be like tutorials on my Patreon. Like I could do like deep dive into some of these things a little bit more. Teeth, You could even go as simple as just lines, or you could go with something more like, see, basically what I would suggest is if you see a set of teeth you like, there's so many different ways to do it. I would say just literally just draw that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you will learn it. There's like a little bit more detail, and then there's like the teeth that are basically much more detailed, much more 3D, which these ones are a lot harder for someone to do if they don't know how to make things wrap around. Bazam. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be calling it quits now. My lead just fell out of my pencil. But yeah, it was super cool being here with you guys. Hope you guys like the stream. You can even go back over to this page or this page. And yeah, super cool being here. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm glad we made up to like 140 at one point. But I definitely will be streaming next time, probably on Twitch, giving that a shot. In any case, hopefully the stream quality was good. But yeah, if someone is here that is new, if you guys like this channel, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified when each video comes out. And like always, guys, hope you're having a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace out.